welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Cori. I'm talking a little quiet because Jack's on a work call right now, so that's why I'm kind of not talking super loud. Anyways, in today's video, I get a lot of questions about how to eat healthy, stay on track with all of that. Because I always say to all of my clients that I train and just people I talk with on social media in general that ask me questions about this, the easiest part about living a healthy lifestyle is the working out portion. And the hard part is eating right. Before we get into it, I want to kind of preface this by saying that eating a healthy diet is all about balance and finding things that you truly like to eat and you don't like dread eating, if you know what I mean. So for example, if you don't like salads, stop buying yourself salad stuff that's just going to sit in your fridge and rot because you're not going to eat it. You want to find healthier options of things that you enjoy eating. So for example, I love pizza, so I make a lot of healthier pizzas. And also just realizing how good it makes me feel whenever I do eat well is also kind of motivation for me to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Balance is key. It's okay to have things that aren't labeled as good for you or don't make you feel your best sometimes, but it's also so important for one, your overall health and staying healthy for a long time to eat things like fruits and vegetables, whole foods, because like I said, it's a lifetime thing and you want to be as healthy as long as you can. So with saying that, I'm going to bring you guys to the grocery store with me today, do a little grocery haul, and kind of show you how I shop on somewhat of a budget. I shop for Jack and I. Jack is my boyfriend. So I don't spend a crazy amount of money, but I still get a good amount of food that lasts me like a week and a half for two people who eat a lot. Let me just tell you, we do eat a lot. And also just to make sure that I use everything that is in my fridge so nothing goes to waste. And the thing is, it's kind of sad how marketing and all of that is in the grocery stores, because sometimes there's a lot of things that you might get that you might think are healthy but actually are not. They're super processed, all of that stuff filled with sugar. So I'll teach you guys also how to read food labels and make the best choices when you are going grocery shopping. I'm a firm believer that all of the little things do add up, so you know, choosing the yogurt that has less sugar in it. Before we get into it, I'm going to show you how I prep before I go to the grocery store. Right, so I just went ahead and thought about things that we definitely need, that we use every day, and I went ahead and wrote those down. Most of the time I don't need to look in the fridge because I look in there every day and I already know what we're missing. First of all, don't judge my handwriting because I have the handwriting of a 7-year-old boy. Anyways, so I go in and I write out, can you guys see this? I write out what we're going to have for breakfast this week, for lunch this week, and also for dinner this week. Just so I don't go into the store and buy a bunch of stuff that I don't need, because if I don't write a list, I'll buy like 6 bags of vegetables that we're not going to use, you know? Like, 2 people cannot go through that many vegetables in 1 week. Then I end up having to freeze it or it goes to waste, and I hate doing that. So I have 2 options for dinners because that's the thing that I seem to get tired of the most. I can eat the same thing for breakfast and lunch literally for like 6 months straight and not get tired of it. But for dinner, I like to switch it up a little bit. I like to make them easy, so either Jack can make them because he's not a big cook. He like knows how to, he just doesn't like doing it, so I make it easy. So he can do it, or if he's busy, I can come home and make it really fast and it doesn't take forever. And also, it doesn't require a million dishes because that's the worst part. So, now that I have my list written out, let us head to the grocery store. Also, please go subscribe if you aren't already. It is so nice today. I'm loving this weather. It's like really sunny, but kind of like chilly. Love it. Also, just turn the radio on and Christmas music's on. We'll be tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Alright, and as for things that are organic, I try to buy as much organic stuff as I can, but if you are on a budget, I suggest getting things, if they come from the ground, like potatoes or radishes or carrots or stuff like that that don't have like a skin around them. I suggest buying those organic, and everything else is okay. But for the most part, if you can buy organic, that is better because it doesn't have as much pesticides on it. But if you are on a budget, like I said, things like potatoes, onions, that kind of thing, those are what you want to buy organic. Turkey bacon, I always make sure to get the lower sodium one because, for example, this one has 150 grams of sodium per. This one only has 80 milligrams per one slice, which is one. Also, something to keep in mind is to shop on like the perimeter of the grocery store, because most of the things that cost the most money and can be confusing if it's healthy or not are in the aisles. So, you know, like chips, bars, that kind of thing can be loaded with sugar or salt. So, you know, the perimeters normally contain things like your produce, your dairy, your meats, that kind of thing. Whereas like the bars right here, so many options, and most of them are not good. They're packed full of fillers or sugar, and they're normally like super expensive. So, alright, so one thing I will get that's not the best for you is cereal. And why I like to do that, I've been really liking Fruity Pebbles lately. That music's so loud. Like my protein over it and have like a little protein cereal thing, because most cereal is primarily carbs, so it really fills in the gaps at the end of the day. If I need more carbs and protein, I'll just like mix up a protein shake and pour it over cereal. That's also amazing because there's 11 grams of protein in the ones. I like the blueberry ones, but they're always out of them. Get plain and get like a flavored cream cheese. So another thing I get a lot of questions about, I don't need any today, but peanut butter. So I'll show you an example of one that is not the best for you and one that you can make a better decision with. So for example, your normal Jif or Skippy, for example, these are examples of ones that aren't the best for you, and you can make a better decision with something else because these have so many ingredients in them. I'll show you here. It contains peanuts, hydrogenated vegetable oil, which causes so much inflammation in the body. A better one that you want to look for, so whenever you're finding peanut butter, you want to look for one that has like 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt, and that's all. This one, the only ingredient in this one is peanuts, and that's why its name is 100% peanuts, because literally all it contains is peanuts and salt. Abby's Better Butter, because all it contains are roasted pecans, dates, pink salt, that's it. So most of them, just make sure you read your labels because a lot of them are actually terrible. Then, it's all the little things that add up that make a big difference. You want to watch out for that natural flavor word because you never know what's in it. Also has a ton of sugar for the serving size. A good alternative, honestly, is just to get plain organic rolled oats and then add your own flavoring to them. And honestly, it tastes so much better in my opinion. So yeah, it's really not that hard to stick to your grocery list if you like write out your grocery list before. It helps so much with overspending, and also knowing what you're going to have that week. Just having a plan, going in with a plan is the way to go. And also sticking to the perimeter of the grocery store so you don't buy things that you don't need or you might mistake as healthy and end up not actually being healthy for you. So let's go check out now and go home, and I'll show you exactly everything. If you like ice cream, I just saw these. I tell all of my clients to get these for their dessert. They're the Yasso mint chocolate chip Greek yogurt bars. They also have them in just regular fudge. They have great macros, only 80 calories, and they're super freaking good. So if you have a sweet tooth and you're trying to watch what you eat or just eat a little bit healthier, you won't feel like you're missing out if you try those. I also love these. They're so good and don't have as much sugar as like the regular ones if you want to jazz up your dinner. Another thing I love to get every time I come to the store is garbanzo beans. I'll add them to literally the most random foods, but it has a great source of fiber and a lot of nutrients and stuff in it as well, and it's just, they're good. I add them to salads, I also add them on top of pizzas, sometimes even in pasta if I don't feel like cooking chicken or something for it. Great source of protein and also a great source of fiber, which is good for you. I just got out of the grocery store and I spent about $160, but that's for 2 people, which is pretty good. I normally spend way more if I don't go in with a plan, and I also tend to buy things that I won't get to eating and just things that probably aren't the best for me. So go in with a list. It's life-changing, and you'll like know what to do with all your ingredients, you know. There's someone getting in their car right next to me and they're looking at me. Also, side note, I live in a very small town right now. We're living with Jack's mom just for a few months before our next move, and like nobody makes YouTube videos here, so I get lots of looks, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm very proud of myself because I used to be terrified, even in Charlotte, when I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, where like more people did this. I wouldn't even bring my camera in and vlog like at the grocery store or anything, so proud of myself. But I did get weird looks, and right now it's like a Monday at 3 o'clock, so it's like older people who definitely don't vlog and know what vlogging is, so that was fun. There might be some people in the background of my videos like looking around. So let's go home now and I'll show you guys exactly what I got from the grocery store and what I'm planning to make with them. So stay tuned for that. Seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Alright, so I am wearing different clothes. For you guys, it's only like 2 seconds later, but for me, it's actually the next day. So I didn't get to record my grocery haul when I got home yesterday because when I looked at the clock, I realized I needed to leave to go to work, and I didn't have time to like sit and thoroughly talk about what I got and, you know, make it the best it could be. And also, since we do live with Jack's mom, she was making dinner already for like when we got home. She likes to make dinner for us on her days off, so I didn't want to like, you know, be all up in the kitchen doing a grocery haul when she was making us dinner. She made us chili and it was very, very good. So now let's proceed to the grocery haul that I promised you guys. Just in case you're wondering, yes, I did have to pull all of this stuff back out of the fridge. You're welcome. So first I'm going to start off with proteins. So if you're wanting to, you know, get into weightlifting and kind of change your physique, get in good shape, all of that stuff, something you really want to prioritize is protein. If you guys didn't know, I do offer one-on-one personal training, and that is like the #1 thing that most of my clients have trouble with, is getting their protein in. So we kind of work through that together, and I'll show you guys my go-tos when it comes to protein. I got some ground turkey. So I will put this, we're gonna make spaghetti this week, so I'm gonna put this down in my spaghetti. It's a better alternative to beef too, and honestly, I don't eat beef, but I've heard from like Jack and stuff, it tastes about the same, and it's a lot better for you like cholesterol wise. And so whenever I look for meat, I always do try to get organic. You don't have to, but just my preference. Right, next up is tofu. So I've been on a tofu kick because sometimes meat like weirds me out. I like to get this kind. So this is the super firm, and it's already pressed out for you, so it has a much better texture and it's so much more convenient. I'm going to put it on some rice with some sriracha and mayo, so like an Emily Mariko bowl, but with tofu instead of salmon. Next up, I just got these 2 things of chicken. I normally like to get, you know, it not cooked already, but I've been really bad about cooking chicken and letting it go bad. So I went ahead and just got some that's already grilled, so I'm gonna make pizzas and put that on there. You guys already know this one. I talked about it in the store, and if you've been watching my videos, you know I've been going through a turkey bacon kick. I have it literally every single morning. Like I said at the store, make sure you find the lower sodium one because the sodium content in regular turkey bacon can really add up. Next up for protein are pistachios. So nuts do have a higher fat content, but they're the healthy fats, and especially in the winter if you have dry skin like me, you really want to make sure you're getting your healthy fats in. And this also has 6 grams of protein per half a cup. So love pistachios. They're so good for you, so good for your heart, and so good for your skin. All right, and going right along, this isn't necessarily what I would consider like just my protein. because it has a lot of carbs in it as well. But I've been having bagels every morning as well. And this brand specifically, I already had some, so we had some this morning. This is the Dave's Killer Bread brand or whatever. There's 11 grams of protein per bagel in this, which is pretty good. And plus it has a lot of carbs in it, which if you're lifting weights, you need to eat your carbs because you're not going to gain muscle or change your physique if you're not eating enough. I learned that the hard way. Same thing, I just got these kind of bagels too because they only had 1 pack of the Dave's Killer bagels, and Jack and I both eat bagels in the morning. I went ahead and got this one. This is David's Deli brand. This isn't the best, but you know, gotta get my carbs in. This one has 7 grams of protein, so that's not that bad, but it does have some not that great ingredients in it, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Next up, since we're talking about bread, I got these little mini pitas because for dinner this week I'm gonna make pita pizzas. I'm doing barbecue chicken. This is the barbecue sauce that I like to use. It's the G Hughes sugar-free barbecue. It has really great macros on it. There's only 10 calories per 2 tablespoons, which is like, wow. And 0 grams of sugar, which compared to other barbecue sauce brands, if you're trying to watch what you eat, really pay attention to your sauces because they will load those puppies up with sugar like regular barbecue sauce or ranch or whatever it is. You'd be surprised how much sugars and ketchup too. If you know how you can like, if something is like sugar free, it can like taste like Splenda. That doesn't taste like that. All right, also with protein, I forgot about this. I got eggs. We have eggs every single morning. I got 2 containers of these. Jack eats like 4 of them every single day and I eat 2. So I always buy a ton of eggs. I'll mix up my fruity cereal protein powder from Beam and then with almond milk. And then I'll pour it over a serving of Fruity Pebbles, and it's a great little macro cap. I don't know if you guys have heard that on social media, but basically it just caps off your macros that you're missing for the day. Great carbs, great source of protein, and there's only 1.5 grams of fat per serving. So I tend to go over on my fat a lot, so that's something that I really, and it isn't full of fat. You know what I mean? Speaking of almond milk, these are my favorite almond milks ever. This is actually banana milk, so if you're allergic to nuts, this one is so good. It's made from bananas. All that's in it is cinnamon, bananas, and a few other things to keep it from like separating, I guess. So good. The ingredients are really, really great. And this is also really good with my greens. So I use the banana milk to mix with my greens. Jack likes it by itself. And then this is just plain almond milk. So we use this for our protein shakes or smoothies, oatmeal, all of that great stuff. And I get 4 of them. So I get 2 banana milks and 2 almond milks every week. Some veggies. So veggies are just good for you. You need to up your veggies. You can never eat too many. So I got 2 packs of broccoli because I'm gonna have this with that tofu bowl I mentioned earlier. And then with dinners, we're gonna start having salads just to increase our greens. So this is what we're gonna use for salads. And then we use spinach for eggs. I personally don't like mushrooms, but Jack does. So we're gonna put these on top of his pizzas. And then we're gonna add some of these baby bell peppers to our pizzas as well. And then we got some strawberries. We already washed and ate some of these this morning. Blueberries, because blueberries are so, so good for you, full of antioxidants. Some lemons, and I also got some oranges. I already put them in the fruit bowl because I'm going to be making some juice shots this week, so I'm going to be using lemons in there. And then if you guys want to see how I make them, check out my TikTok because I'm probably going to post it on there. Also for those juice shots, I'm going to be adding ginger root because ginger is just really good for you. And then I got a bunch of garlic because I cook with this all the time. And then I mentioned this when I was at the store, but I got that Bolthouse Farms Greek yogurt ranch for our salads because it's only 45 calories per serving, like 3 grams of fat, so that's pretty good for ranch. And I love ranch and it tastes good. And then this is my favorite coffee creamer, 2 cans of organic chickpeas. I also got the NYX cookies and crème, I don't know how to say that, ice cream. It's low calorie, super good. It's only 280 calories per container, and it doesn't taste like Halo Top. I hate Halo Top. I don't think it's good at all. Then I got this organic cream cheese for our bagels, and that's all I got from the store, but I'm going to show you what I already have here that I tend to always have on hand. So like I said, I always keep noodles and some kind of sauce for those nights that we are running late and we don't have anything, but I actually was planning on making this week anyway. So this is the Rouse homemade rigatoni. Then I also got the sauce. I've never tried Rouse before, but I'm excited because I've heard good things. And then I always keep hummus. So this is a great alternative if you love chips and dip. So we use this for our chips instead. Trader Joe's has the best hummus. I forgot to say we got a bunch of bananas as well as these because we eat bananas every single morning before the gym. And then I always have protein powder every single day after the gym, and sometimes I have it twice a day. This is the brand I love and use very often. I have a code for them. It's Cori 10. I'm actually an athlete for them just because their products are actually the best and such great quality. So this is the vegan. I've been using their new whey flavor though. It's fruity cereal and it's literally my favorite. It's so good, but it's upstairs and I don't feel like getting it. And then if I don't feel like having a protein shake or I want like something like a candy bar, I'll have these. So these are the Misfits protein bars. They are vegan and they're so good. They literally taste like candy bars and they're packed full of protein. So love that. And then every single day I also have pre-workout. So this is the Beam pre-workout. Pink lemonade's my favorite flavor. Again, with another Beam product, but I have this every night. I mentioned it. I mix this with my banana milk. This is the Super Greens. This is a chocolate flavor. It literally tastes like chocolate milk, and it's packed full of 18 fruits and 8 veggies. I also got this purple onion yesterday at the store. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. We also always keep a ton of oats for breakfast, or we put them in smoothies if we need some more carbs in our diet. And then we also have a giant thing of rice just because it's a great source of carbs and I love rice. I think it's so good. And then we always have peanut butter on hand. This is my favorite brand from Trader Joe's. Now I need to put all the stuff back in the fridge. All right, so that does bring us to the end of today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel and lets me know that you want to see more videos like this. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Also, please consider subscribing just so you can join the fam and stay tuned for what's to come in December. I'm doing Cori Fitness again, and I'm doing an even bigger giveaway this year. So make sure you subscribe, turn your notification bells on so you don't miss that giveaway because trust me, you don't want to miss it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is that you're watching this. Go outside and do something that makes you happy today. And I'll see you guys next week in my next video.